PYX 106.
1-800-LAW-1010 is 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Attorney Paul Harding on the phone. Good morning, Paul.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Paul, we got a farmer out there doing his thing. You know, hard work being a farmer these days up in, I think, Niagara County or something like that, upstate, farther up by the falls up there. Hey, he killed some bald eagles accidentally because he wanted to kill some coyotes on his property. What's the legality here? What is this guy in trouble? Can we do that?
Yeah, well, you know, what troubles me a little bit, I mean, number one, you can't, right? They were, the bald eagle was on the endangered species list until 2007. Now they're not, but they're still federally protected. But the theme here is that he did it inadvertently, right? He put some poison in some meat and trying to get rid of these coyotes that were kind of attacking his animals. Resulted in 3 of the juvenile, they're kind of we'll call baby or juvenile.
Baby bald eagle killer.
Yeah, you know, so and you know, I guess the adult bald eagle would have saw right through this. They're very smart; they wouldn't have eaten it.
Oh,
But
I know that.
but the babies did. So ultimately, then he tried to cover it up too because he knew there was trouble. No one knows what the trouble is, but they just know it's a bad thing, right? If you're doing something with the bald eagle, and so yeah, he potentially faces prison. They proved that he's done it. They proved the cover-up, and he's got a sentencing in October. I guess, you know, it's troubling that he didn't, you know, attempt to do it directly to the Eagles, but you just got to be real careful. We'll have to see what happens here. But as a general theme, you know, I just don't see the intent piece, which normally makes me think of a criminal charge.
Well, let me ask you, from a lawyer's perspective, is there a difference between accidentally and inadvertently?
Sure. Well, no, inadvertently and accidentally are sort of the same thing, except you end up in a situation where it gets a little closer to recklessness. You know, so if they're alleging that if you put this meat out there in a field, other animals, including the possibility of a bald eagle, are going to do this, as opposed to, you know, purely accidental would be, you know, he put in his garbage can tipped over or something, and that would just be less of any intent at all. But still, we're talking about non-intent crimes. So I'm thinking here he's going to get a substantial fine and probation.
Well, he could be fined up to $100,000. That will bury a farmer.
Yeah,
he doesn't have $100,000.
No.
Yeah, it just seems a little bit rough here.
What if you know, something else? You know, God forbid a homeless guy wanders onto the property and starts eating it. I mean, you know, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Or
a neighbor's dog.
Well,
but can you kill a coyote? Is that must be legal then, right?
Yeah, you can, and ultimately, we look at this and we think if a homeless person came on and ate that, I don't think we'd be having this discussion. They're not saying that the crime is that what he did. The crime is that it occurred to a bald eagle, which is the oddness around this whole thing.
All right, but the homeless man's buddies would want repercussions, wouldn't they?
There could be some backlash. Yeah.
How tough must be times if you're eating rancid meat off the porch of a stranger?
Listen, it's, you know, who am I to judge how tough the times are?
True.
You know.
We'll wait and see.
Obviously not a part of the situation, though.
$100,000 and or 3 years in jail. I don't know how I feel about this. I guess I
Slap
I don't
on
want
the wrist time, right?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't mean to do it, and he's just trying to survive.
Yeah.
That's my angle. Anyway.
Unless he's got what if he's got a background of doing wacky stuff like this?
Well, I took a peek. He does have a background of some minor criminal history, but not this. So there's no pattern in putting poison meat out for those to eat. But so I mean that's going to play into his sentencing. And again, I suspect probation. I think jail time just doesn't feel right. And of course, with farmers, they don't have a day off, right? I mean, they're 7 days a week. They're all day. So he goes to jail for a short time, and who knows what the coverage is there.
I choose Saturdays when when I want to make my snare traps and my no kill traps.
He shouldn't have tried to cover it up. That doesn't look good either.
Probably.
You got to kind of feel for him, though. Oh, my God, a bald eagle. He probably loves them more than most people.
Right.
You know?
More one with nature than the rest of us.
Right. It probably really affected him.
All right, talking about the farmer facing federal prison after accidentally killing bald eagles. Attorney Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay, guys. Talk soon.
Quinn and Cantara, mornings on PYX 106.